Hello everyone. Welcome to today's daily portrait sketch practice. It's so nice to have you here. If you're watching live, say hello in the live chat. If you're watching the replay, say hello in the comments. And thumbs up for this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We've been working on watercolor sketches all month, and I just hosted a 1 hour watercolor sketch session for the Let's Face It group, which was really cool. And I see some of you are here, so nice to have you here. Hi Maura, Nana, Cindy, Kitty, Ike, Corinna, hello again. Today we're going to sketch Renata Flores Rivera, who I just learnt about this morning, who is a Peruvian musician who sings in the Quechua language, which is so cool because keeping languages alive and breathing more life into them is such a wonderful thing. And so we're going to work on this. Super cool. This is Renata's Instagram and Facebook profile pic, and I look forward to getting to know her music some more because she just seems super cool. So it is an amazing picture. Hi Astrid, hi Krista. I have not yet done any more work on great-great-grand Uncle Rev, but there will be coming. I will show you though what I just did. So my idea, I did a timed portrait sketch session starting with 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minute, and these are the sketchiest wet media sketches I've done all month. And that was the idea of April, was to do wet media sketching. And here, ink, classic. This is really interesting as well, and this is the process I went through, and this is the last one I did, which I feel like it's really everything, the whole session leading up to that. This was really cool, and I hope now that that energy is gonna flow into this, and I'm gonna do a really cool sketch of Renata. Hello, Hannah Marie. Would love to job messer, but it's far too late for me. Catch up with a replay. Maybe job messer was autocorrect. Let's do it. Let's make this portrait. Right here. How is everyone? What have you been doing today? Please tell me. I want to know. I was planning and entertaining, coordinating, co-creating a 9th birthday party. And we spent a lot of time outside. We went to the forest and had all of these things along the way of things to do with the kids. And it was really fun and a relief that it's over. But it's nice to be able to create these experiences for these small people. All right, I just realized I don't have the reference over on my iPad yet. So now I do, and we're about to begin. All of it looks great. Yeah, Krista has, you've seemed quite happy to be seeing all the pieces shared on Instagram. So everyone, it'd be great to share your work. You can share it on Instagram, and you can share it on the Discord server. The link is in the description to the Discord server. Ike has been sleeping and eating, etc. And Chris has been in the fields all day, then had a rather long nap, a shower, and now having some instant noodles, and it's very late dinner. Whatever you've been up to, it's so great to have you here. Let's sketch. Straight to paint. Am I ready? Am I ready for paint? Oh, someone yesterday said green and violet. I just remembered. So that'll be interesting. What should be green and what should be violet? Green skin, violet skin. I'm not going to do that hand. It's a super cool image, but I'm going to leave the hand out. Interesting. Someone tell me. I'll just start drawing a bit and someone say Should the hair be green or violet? I want to keep this one pretty brief today because it has been a long and exciting day. So having a small barbecue in the afternoon, Cindy. I'm not sure. Green skin? Could be cool. I have a really bright green. And my violet, I'm thinking, will be the finest ultramarine and alizarin crimson, which is a combination that I really like. Violet skin. All right. Thank you for making my decisions. I mean, helping me make decisions. Okay, now that we have... Hello! Weekane, you suggested green and violet. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have violet skin and bright green hair. Very 50-50. I know, me too. I feel like the green skin could be super interesting. What does Weekane? I just asked, green skin or violet skin? What do you think? Since you suggested the colours... And we're undecided. 50-50 is like either way. Both ways it's going to be interesting. I really like the shirt. That can just be the tone of the paper. Oh, I am going to make life easy and not draw that hand. So that would just be like that. Violet hair is better. Hola, Luis. Good evening. Violet hair, green skin. Could be. What does Weekane, who's suggested this color palette, think? Me deliberating. Oh, okay. Green skin. All right. Well, Rav was 50-50. Green, violet. So, all right, green skin it shall be. I'm looking forward to it. I just bought myself time to finish this drawing while deliberating over the color. So I thought I would go straight to watercolor, but now I have this helpful, handy drawing. So that's great. Okay. And another cool braid over here. All right, green skin for the win. Okay, because look, I have this really nice bright green. Look how bright that green is. So just in terms of the brightness and the contrast setup we have here, like the green is going to be really cool. And then I'll mix the ultramarine and alizarin crimson to get a nice violet purple color. You appreciate more votes. Well, now it's decided. So people can vote after the fact. But this is about to be a green face, so your vote won't be counted, but you can still vote. Yeah, green skin. Thanks. Green skin's cool. And unusual. So it was really interesting just hosting that sketch session for the Let's Face It family. Because that was something I've been like working at this month, the idea of wet media sketching. And I've managed to turn it into long live streams. So, but I see why as well. So doing the Zoom session that I just did, starting out, it was kind of like, oh, what can I even get done in such a short time frame? But moving through the from 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minute, 4 minute, once I got to 6 minutes, then it was starting to feel like, oh, okay, now I see things that I can do. But it was not a clear path to get there. And I know I've done this in the past where I've naively, in my Tuesday sketch sessions, I'm like, I'm going to sketch with watercolor. And then I'm sketching and I'm like, it feels like I've forgotten how to draw. But for me, it just feels so different using watercolor than using pencils and pen. So that is something that I've really enjoyed this month, pushing my kind of understanding of what I can do with watercolor. And even though they have been longer streams than the pencil and pen live streams preceding them, they've been briefer than my other watercolor portraits, and I feel like I've done some really interesting stuff, so it's been cool. And this month is coming to a close, and and I'm going to be doing a Patreon tutorial in the coming week about the insights that I've had with watercolor in the past month. So if you're interested in that, and in general would like to contribute and support what I do, then you can check out my Patreon. The link is in the description. This could be it. Oh, here we go. Green. I'll let that dry. It's kind of cool. For some reason, it's like hard to see. Decisions are difficult. I didn't want to make the decision. Krista didn't want to make the decision. And Weekane also says decisions are difficult. They're the worst. But the decision has been made. And once it's made, it's not, you just got to deal with it. So it's okay. We got there. And now I'm going to mix me some violet. I don't know if it's violet. Let's see. I can show you my palette. So I get this. I go like this. Ultramarine here. Look at that. Look at that beautiful color. Then I get like this alizarin crimson. Looks black. And I put that over here. Oh, look at that beautiful color. And that, I think, is that violet? That is my violet. That's what I'm going to be working with. So there's no purple on my palette, but I really like this mix. And this may end up being quite a brief sketch, which is good. That's kind of what I've been going for all month. And the hour I spent before this sketching has definitely helped. And I noticed just within the hour, how many sketches was it? 9 sketches within an hour, and by the end of the hour it was like, oh, now I feel like I'm starting to understand. And it just took that time of like sketching, doing a couple where I was kind of like, nah, this is not great, and then like pivoting from the decisions I made in that one and doing some things different the next time. And I really feel like kind of reinforces the thing for me, that this idea of cumulative collective practice, to keep doing a lot, how it really adds up and is super beneficial. And then you come and do a piece which you have more time with, but there's like the whole, everything that went before, the years that have come beforehand, they become part of the process. They help you make decisions. Not decisions about which color to use and where to put them, but other decisions. There's slightly overwhelming to wonder, what do I do with the hat color-wise? I think I'd like to keep the green for the skin. So maybe I can just vary values of violet. Is this violet? Would you say is violets have, there are wild violets here and they're exquisite. I'm not sure this is violet. Yes, beautiful violet, love it. Gorgeous colors. Like done. Wir Scheib, so nice to have you here. Martina, du bist zu spät. Better late than never. You had to dodge flying unicorns to get here. I'm so grateful that you made it after the unicorn dodging, because I would not want a unicorn horn to, I don't know, I wouldn't want to get impaled on a unicorn horn. So I'm so glad that you're here and you're safe. An aubergine violet. You like the colours, Martina, that remind you of Gamora. Dodge flying unicorns. Everyone, please stay safe. Dodge flying unicorns. There's a great German language book called Das Neinhorn, which means the no horn, about a little unicorn in a land of biscuits and candy floss and fairies and joy, that is just like saying no, just grumpy, just doesn't want to be happy all the time. And it's such a cool book. Das Neinhorn. Because a unicorn is an Einhorn. Das Neinhorn is a unicorn that says no a lot. Aubergine. Such a nice word. I think it's a better word than eggplant, for sure. What does aubergine have to do with eggs? Eggplant. It just doesn't, to me it doesn't make sense. I'm just going to fill this in, and maybe I can draw the design on top. Astrid. Yeah, Marc-Uwe Kling is great with the... I'm not familiar with the Kangaroo Chroniken, but Das Neinhorn is really good. So I can imagine that the Kangaroo Chroniken are also really good. Lewis, today I've been painting with a very vibrant green. I did it with lemon yellow and light cobalt turquoise, yesterday's reference, and you'll publish it after this live stream. I can't wait to see it. I'm very excited to see it. Great granduncle Rev in vibrant green. I'm excited. I'm excited to see all of your work, so please share whatever you've been working on. On Instagram, you can tag me at Dylan Sara, and you can tag Renata as well. Who knows? Maybe she'll even see it. Who knows? And you can also share to the Discord server. There's a link in the description. And I'm not sure yet. Have we reached 333 yet? I'll just have a look. And I'll grab the link and put it in the chat as well. In case you're not there, please join the Discord server. We have 333 members. That is amazing. So you can join. You won't be the 333rd person to join, but you could be the 334th. There's the Discord link. I have to hear it as a Hörbuch. Does he read it? Because he's very good. I've heard das Neinhorn as a Hörbuch, as an audiobook, and it's really, really good. I think he reads it, and it's amazing. It's so funny. It's so good. So I feel like this is pretty much done. When it dries tomorrow, I'll add some finesse to the hat, to the design. Now it's too wet to do anything with. There could be some explanation online. Why eggplant? Why is it called that? Oh, there's no resolution in the ear. No information. Did also notice the purple bleeding in to the ear. There we go. Now there's something. All right, I think I'm done for today. The photo of this is going to look better than it looks on the screen here at the moment, I think, because what I'm seeing looks so different than there, and I don't quite understand why it looks so different. But here we go. Aubergine is a French word. You're French, but you could be wrong. And you can't judge an eggplant. In French, we call it a chauve-souris, which literally means bald mouse. That's incredible. Oh, a bat. A bat is a bald mouse. In German, it's a Fledermaus. Fledermaus. Fledermaus? Wait, what am I saying? Which I think to me sounds like a flying mouse. But then it would be fliegende Maus. So what does Fledermaus mean? Asker, do you still hear? Or anyone else can explain? Am I going to do a color background or leave it as is? I think I'm going to leave it. Like the reference image is just so strong. Should I do a color background? I don't know. It's just kind of like the simplicity of it is really interesting as a contrast to some of the more Fluttermaus is Flutter. I don't know. Fluttermouse is a bat. What is a bat in every other language? I'm going to leave that as it is. Once this dries, oh, it's kind of drying. I can... Bald mouse. I like, in German, turtle is Schildkröte, which means shield toad. That's a pretty good name. It's a toad that has a shield. What are other cool animal names? I like that in German there are a couple of ways to say it, but a butterfly is a Falter, which means a folder because it folds its wings, and a moth is a Nachtfalter, which is a night folder because they come at night, which I think is really cool. There's also Schmetterling and Motte, which is Schmetterling is butterfly and Motte is moth, but a lot of people say Falter and Nachtfalter, which is pretty cool. All right, I'm going to leave it at that today. Thank you all for being here. You're all so great. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, if you want to, I mentioned earlier, you can join my Patreon, and there will be in the coming week, there'll be a tutorial on everything I know about watercolor sketching. And I feel like it's been a good month. All of this watercolor sketching has been really cool. Yeah, it's going to be great. And my mentorship is still open starting early May. We're going to be starting the next round of mentorship, and it'd be wonderful if you feel drawn to the idea of spending a lot of time talking to me and the group and working really focused on your work. And you can check out my website, dylansara.com/mentorship, to find information about that. And yeah, Patreon, monthly tutorials, and here every day. Like and subscribe. How many likes do we have today? 11, and there are 21 of you watching. So there could be 10 more thumbs up right now. And if you've made it all the way to the end of this video, the live stream or the replay, you can put a drawing hand emoji in the chat, and I'll be amazed. Especially if you put it in the comments. If you're watching the replay and you get all the way to the end, and I see you've put a drawing hand emoji, I'm like, wow, they watched the replay all the way to the end. That's incredible. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Thank you for practicing with me every day. We do this every day. So exciting. Bowl of noodles and a bat. Thank you for being here. You are all great. And I look forward